to ISP Power Moves, brought to you by the International Scholars Program.
I'm Kevin Mukwesha, and I'm 28 years old. I'm from Kadoma, a small city in Zimbabwe. Initially, I grew up in Kadoma, but part of it, I was raised by my grandmother. And then I moved to Kadoma, and that is where I was raised. I went to primary at Ivor Flats Primary School, went to Kutama College, but before that I went to Southeastern College, Form 1 to Form 2 second term. That's when I transferred to Kutama. That's where I did my O-levels and my A-levels. I was fortunate enough to go back, and then I went to the University of Zimbabwe, where I did real estate management, and I graduated from 2016 to 2020. And that's when I graduated in 2020 during the COVID era. So yeah, it was a good journey growing up, and I enjoyed my high school, even though it was hectic. No one really likes learning, but you have to do it. Also for yourself and also for the parents on the other side. And then there's that time whereby some students who end up giving their parents their degree and say, this is the one that you want. But for me, I still have it. That is mine. So I did it for me, and then also I did it for my family. So it's ours, if I can say. Initially, I wanted to do architecture. My father was an architect by profession. So I would enjoy watching him doing his work. And then when I was growing up, when I was now able to do my own research on it, and then that's when I say, okay, this is a good profession, and I enjoyed building mostly. I used to do technical graphics in high school. Unfortunately, I did not write it. I did not do it O-levels, etc. So when I went for university, initially, real estate, I found it on the application form. But through advice from my sister's friends, who was a surveyor, he advised me, there's a good program, and also from my uncles who were surveyors by profession, they then advised, no, go for real estate. It's a new program in Zimbabwe. We were one of the first students, or at the classes, if not the second or third, to be doing real estate. So it was a good thing, a good feeling, like you're doing something new, something different from other students, from other people. And yeah, and then through that, I got to enjoy the program, and I don't regret leaving architecture, etc. So my dad is the one who would do the building. I'm the one who's doing the management of the buildings. So yeah, I took that profession, and I saw that, well, why not do something different from other people? Before I joined ISP, I was working at FemK Construction. I was a project manager doing procurement in etc. And prior to that, I worked for the Zimbabwe Asset Management Corporation. How I got to know about ISP, I always, when I'm in the car, when I'm driving, going to work or whatever, I listen to the radio. I don't like playing music, right? Radio, it's Easy Star FM. That's the channel that I usually listen to. So over time, I heard Ignatius Mnengwa. The time around 2:30, 3 o'clock, with DJ Mox, I heard Ignatius Mnengwa talking about it, right? Giving advice on these opportunities, talking about the various universities the ISP partners with. And that was the time we spoke about South Florida, University of South Florida, if I'm not mistaken. So, and with Florida being one of my dream places to go. Vacation, Miami. That really caught my eye. Okay, Florida, place where I like. So the next time I made sure that at 2 o'clock I was tuned in, and I heard him talking about what ISP is, its origination from Kenya, now it coming to Zimbabwe. And then he gave us even the website, internationalscholarsprogram.com. Then I looked it up, then I saw it, then I checked then I downloaded the handbook. And at first I had questions, but the handbook answered to that, right? Some of the questions you don't have to ask, but you just have to read through. So yeah, that's when I went to join a CT at the offices, and then I was assisted by late Portia, and then that's when I got in touch with Ignatius. And yeah, from then on, even before I paid, I asked him to explain it to me, what it's about. But I had questions because I had read the handbook, and so for us to have a conversation and to understand each other, I asked him, he assisted. Yeah, and this was over the phone mostly. With now technology, you don't have to really meet people, but over technology, you can have conversation and have something meaningful. That's how I got to know about ISP, and then I applied, and then yeah, that's how the journey with ISP started when I was accepted. When I told my family, they were skeptical, if I can put it. You know how it is. Okay, you want to go to the States? Why now? ETC? Who's your agent? What do they do? Right? And also the other part that got them a bit hesitant was it's a Kenyan program which is now in Zimbabwe. And then they actually asked where their office is, etc. And yeah, I told them mostly you do it online. You can meet. There is someone in Zimbabwe. The offices are there, right? When I showed them the handbook and everything. And that's when, through conversations, constantly telling them, all right? Constantly telling them about the program, what I want to do, which schools I want to apply. That's when they started believing. And then, yeah, even up to now, I don't think they believe that I'm going until maybe when I get to the airport. And then, yeah, that was with the family, and we've been communicating, talking about everything, what I want to do, etc. Right? And then, yeah, that is with the family part, the journey with the family. And then me now, the program, I took some time to really get to know the program. When I was accepted, now doing the career advisory with Mr. Martin, Ruth, these are people who are in Kenya. You have to set up your appointments. At times you have to reschedule, etc. And with Kenya, it's 1 hour ahead. So at times I'll be confused when they say 10 a.m. You know that it's 9 a.m. in Zim. So you'd have to make sure. So I would set alarms to get up, etc. At times when I'm going to work, I would have to to excuse myself for a bit, have the career meeting, and then doing the requirements, the statement of purpose. You have to do the research, and also, right? And then coming to choose the universities. Mostly for me, I was saying, okay, I wanted to do something with finance. I did real estate management. So I did not want to do a master's in real estate management. I wanted to branch out, because now with the economy, global economy right now, people are trying to save on cost. So instead of employing a realtor and a financier, they are now employing one person. And also with real estate, there is finance. Right? I had the dream of, I registered a company, venture domination, venture capitalism. So, with finance, that is the bloodline of everything. So long your finance is proper with sound decision making, you will do something. So if people can invest in my dream, in whatever I want to invest in, if I know the right financing opportunities and everything, if I'm well versed with finance, I think, I'll be able to have that. So that is how I chose finance. And then I applied to University of Kentucky, Master of Science in Finance. And then I spoke to the director, Dr. Mark Leo, and he said, okay, Kevin, it's okay. We'll accept you. You should start spring. We're taking you for spring 2025. And then I said, okay, no problem. I'll have to get ready and prepare everything. And then I got the place. I told them, they were ecstatic, but still, like they would say, okay, it's gaining momentum, with family. And then I got the place, applied for the student loan. I got a merit-based partial scholarship from the university. They said you should just maintain a specific GPA 3, and then we could even extend the scholarship. And then from then on, now we started doing the visa preparations, getting the advice and everything till I got my visa.
Thank you for watching ISP Power Moves. The International Scholars Program is here to turn your study abroad dreams into reality, no matter the challenges. Explore our programs at www.internationalscholarsprogram.com and join us next time for more strategies, expert tools, and inspiring stories to fuel your journey abroad as a thriving international student. The International Scholars Program, empowering dreams.